Welcome once again to Octane Mobile Gaming. The next deck is out for the Commander event that starts tomorrow. It's a noble deck, and I've had a look at the battle skills, and the battle skill looks really interesting. Okay, so let's talk about the decks that we've received so far. So far we've received 18 decks, and I think 8 of those decks have been Arcane Killers, and Arcane Killer decks have been quite interesting, and a few of them have been quite powerful, and some of the cards have been quite good utility cards. So I'm expecting the same thing going forward when it comes to Noble Killer and the rest of Killer Skill. So let's have a look at my chart and see the decks that we've received so far. So this chart is for the Slayer decks, and as you can see, we've actually had 4 Immortal Killer in the Slayer, and we have had 4 Arcane Killer as Slayers. So we haven't had any beasts. I think the first beast killer is going to be next week, which begins on the 30th. Don't worry about the date. I made a mistake with the date. It said the 20th of April. There it should be the 30th of April. So the first deck that we received was a Water Commander deck, and the event was Santa Strike Back, and the ultimate form was Salvation of Lapland. The upcoming event is tomorrow. We know it's a Noble Killer. So as you can see, we got quite a few decks to go through. So we got a 50 weeks rotation, and if you need a copy of that, you can just pause the video and just screenshot it. But I'll continue to keep account of the decks and fill out that chart as we go along. So this is your ultimate form for this week. It's called the Haunted Hunters, and this card is really fantastic. I can see it as a good utility card going forward as a Noble Killer. This card will immediately create 6 Light Power Gem 4s plus 1 additional Light Power Gem 4, which is really good. So at some point this card can actually fill the board with Power Gem 4s. Brilliant. It will also create the same number of Power Gem 1s at the start of the next 2 turns. It will immediately remove all stock of something called Alchemies. Then it will increase the total damage dealt by Noble Killer heroes by 20% per Alchemist stock remove for 1 turn. It's got a 9 gem charge rate and a 3 gem cooldown. So the cooldown is quite good. The passive, which is called Combat Injections, each time this hero attacks, it applies 1 stock of Alchemies to itself for 2 turns. Whenever new stock of Alchemies is added, the duration resets. We know what that means from the Grail deck. So each time you add new stock, it will reset its duration. So each stock of Alchemies heal for 1000% of your recovery at the start of each turn. Alchemies can stack up to 6 times. So it's also got something called Mystic Vision, which makes this card immune to blind, which is quite good. So Alchemies seems to me some sort of mechanics like Grail. However, it increases the damage output of Noble Killer cards when you actually remove it. So removing it or consuming it will actually increase your damage output. You can get up to 6 stacks. So 6 stacks will be multiplied by 20%. So you will get a maximum damage increase from this ultimate form of 120%, which is quite good, especially when it comes to a Slayer event. And as you can see, it hasn't got any restriction on it that makes it only useful in the Commander event, which is quite nice. Really important, that is. Let's take a look now at the Master Collection card, then we look at the Ultra Rare. So your Master Collection card, which is the Blessed Helen, the Blessed Seer, and she has got the first part of the battle skill of the ultimate form. Rather, the ultimate form has got this battle skill on it. It will immediately create 6 light power gem force plus 1 additional per 100 noble killer intensity. Quite good. You have the possibility of actually combining 2 of these cards and the and the ultimate form to actually fill the board with power gems, which is really good, as long as you get your intensity high enough. If you've got 3 cards doing this same thing, you can actually fill the board with power gems if you get up to around about 600 intensity. It has got the Mystic Vision as well, which makes this card quite nice. So that would be your power gem spawner, 2 of these cards along with your ultimate form. So there you've got your power gem spawners. Let's see if we can get some more damage boosts. I'm assuming the rest of the damage boost will come from the ultra rare. So let's look at the ultra rare, which is called Transformative Practitioner. Let's see what the Transformative Practitioner does. It immediately removes all stock of alchemies. Then it increases the total damage dealt by noble killers by 20% per alchemist stock removed for 1 turn. The passive, which again is combat injections, each time this era attacks, it applies 1 stock of alchemist to itself for 2 turns. Whenever new stock of alchemist is added, it refreshes the duration, and it also heals for 1000% of your recovery. And alchemist can stack up to 6. Okay. So this card, along with your ultimate form, can increase your damage output to a maximum of 120. So if you've got 2 of these cards on the deck, plus your ultimate form, that gives you 360, which is quite good. The balance for your deck would be 2 ultra rare, 1 ultimate form, 2 master collection card, or you could remove a master collection card and add an extra card in there to create your power gems quite quicker. But I would say if you've got 2 master collection card and 2 ultra rare along with the ultimate form, you should do quite fine, being as you actually have to increase your alchemies to 6. That will take a while. So depending on how much relics you've got on the deck, you should be able to get up to around about 400 to 600 intensity before your 20 seconds elapse. So you should be able to use that combination to actually do quite a bit of damage. However, if you've only got 1 ultra rare, you probably have to toss a second card in there to actually do a bit more damage. So your Supreme Santa card seems like a card that will work quite well with this deck, being as it's noble and it's a commander card as well, plus it gives you extra relic to produce a bit of intensity. So that's not a bad card to have with the deck. So that is your ultra rare. Ultra rare is quite a good one. This deck looks quite similar to your Jailer deck, in that the Jailer deck was a really important deck in the last event, which it created a fantastic deck. The deck was absolutely fabulous. But let's look now at our support card, and the support card isn't a bad support card. It does what any support card needs to do. It's called Alchemist Luther, and Luther will create 8 light gems. Quite good. It will also cleanse 2 debuff, really important. It's got the passive, which heals for 3000% of hero recovery. Quite fantastic. So this is a really good support card. It heals, it cleanses, and it actually creates gems, not power gems. 1 power gem or 2 power gem. doesn't it doesn't translate to a lot for having a card on your deck. However, power gems are always more powerful than just gems. But if you've got this card on the deck, it could become really important, especially if you're gonna use Supreme Santa. You will need to convert those water power gems to light power gems, and this card can do absolutely that. Can do this card can do exactly that. So that card is a really good one. Now, Dunkirk the Drifter is the event card. So the event card will immediately create 5 power gem tools, which is really good. Then it will create 5 light gems at the start of the next 2 turns. That part of this battle skill, I think, could have been replaced with, say, create 1 additional light power gem 2 for every 100 stack of intensity that's on the board. I think that would have made this event card extremely brilliant, because at some point this card would be able to fill the board with power gem tools. However, it just creates light gems, which is a bit of a disappointment, but it's an okay event card for what it does. So that's your event card, Dunkirk the Drifter, and it's an okay event card. So gonna jump into the vault and we're gonna see exactly what Lady Luck has got for me this week. Here we go, for the first time in the vault. And first card up is a gold card, and I've got a ultra rare. Absolutely fantastic, absolutely brilliant. I've got the ultra rare. If I just can get the master collection card now, then a next gold card. Okay, that's not a gold card, sorry, that's the soul. I was getting a bit ahead of myself there, but it's just a soul. Woo, here we go. Transformative Practitioner. So I've got 2 ultra rare, which is absolutely fantastic. 2 ultra rare is not too bad. So I'm really happy that I got 2 ultra rare on the first tier of the vault. Hopefully I can get 1 more gold card, which a master collection card wouldn't go amiss, because I can then get the shiny master collection card from the pack. So that would be really good. I'm gonna go up to tier 4, so let's see if the other 3 tiers yield anything good. So here we go, gold card. Okay, so that's a main relic, which isn't too bad, but I would rather a rare relic or a master collection card, really. But let's see how it goes with the rest of the draw. So that was a support card, and I think that's it for this tier of a pack. And let's see on the 3rd tier if we get anything worthy. Come on, gold. Let's go for gold. Let's go for gold. Okay, so that's the guaranteed support card. And okay, this is a guaranteed relic. So that's it for this tier. I'm not gonna say anything else for this tier. Hopefully the 4th tier, I'm lucky enough to get the master collection card. But the first tier of the vault was really good. Really good, the first tier was. Sincerely happy with the first tier of the vault. Let's see the 4th tier. Let's see. So I haven't really been lucky in the vault for some time, but my luck has changed today. Okay, so those 4 cards were absolute garbage. This is a guaranteed main relic, and I think that's it for this tier of default, guaranteed main card, and that's it. So the first draw was really good. I was hoping to get the Master Collection card. Even if I knew I wasn't gonna get it, I would still go to the 4th tier just to make sure that I get the main card. So at least if I craft the Master Collection card, I'm in the running to get a shiny Master Collection card. So I only need one card that I haven't really got, which is this one. However, I'm not too worried because I can get this one from the event, from the collection in the event, or I can get it from the retro deck that's coming out this Saturday. That will be part of the deck that's coming out this Saturday. So I'm not too worried about that. But I'm a bit apprehensive to craft the Master Collection card for several reasons. The first reason being that if I'm lucky tomorrow to get the Master Collection card from the 500 gem vault, I would rather to save my gems for next week. Next week I will be able to get enough season coin to craft both the Master Collection card and the ultra rare. So if I wasn't lucky next week as I was today, I still will be able to craft the ultimate form, and that's what I'm going for. So I'm not gonna craft the Master Collection card today. I'm gonna see how my luck holds up tomorrow in the 500 gem vault, and if I'm not very lucky, then I'll craft the Master Collection card and see what happens next week. But for now, I'm not gonna craft the Master Collection card. I'm gonna hold off on that and see what happens tomorrow when the event starts and the 500 gem vault comes out. So you need 3 extra cards for this week just to collect extra season coins. These 3 cards are not really that brilliant. They're not going to perform very well in this event alongside this deck. Don't see these cards doing very well. The only card I can see actually going quite good with this deck is Supreme Santa. But if you're going to use Supreme Santa, you will need to use the support card to convert those power gems created by Supreme Santa into light power gems. Because what Secret Santa does, it increases the attack of noble heroes. It does basically the same thing that the arcane card, what's called Hilaria. So Hilaria and Supreme Santa does the same thing. They both have the same battle skill. So Hilaria and Supreme Santa I've got the same battle skill. So Supreme Santa will do the same thing for your Noble Killer deck that Hilaria does for the Arcane Killer deck. However, you'll need to convert those 8 power gem because it does really well when you get up to 8. When you have 8 or more power gem ones on the board, it will increase your Arcane Killer attack by, I think it's 565 or somewhere about that. So it is a card that can be used. But tomorrow we'll go into that. Tomorrow we'll talk a bit more about deck combinations, and we'll try out quite a few combinations and see which one works really well. So we'll leave that for tomorrow's video when we do our possible deck combination. But for now, stay safe, stay healthy, enjoy the rest of your day. Peace and bye for now.